Are you religious at all?
I'm not. I would say I generally agree with the teachings of Christianity, but I am not religious. Like turn the other cheek and love thy neighbor as thyself and that kind of thing. I think those are good principles.
The teachings of yeah.
Yeah, I think good principles.
But do you believe in like a god or like a higher power?
Well, something created the universe, or the universe is, here. How did it come to be? You could say whatever caused the universe to come to be is God, or.
So you've never practiced any religions?
I was sent to, weirdly, a Hebrew preschool. I'm not Jewish, but my dad sent me there because it was like nearby, and I guess his partners in his engineering firm, they sent their kids there. So I was at Hebrew preschool and then Anglican Sunday school. And so it was like Hava Nagila one day and Jesus Alo the next. And, but I would say that I've never been particularly religious.
Do you give an answer for what the meaning of life is?
Currently, the thing to do is to expand humanity and consciousness to the point where we're able to answer that question. I don't think we can answer that question yet. We can't answer what's the meaning of life well yet. Well, we can say step by step, based on the archaeological evidence, the fossil record, and what we know of physics, how we came to be at this point. But that doesn't explain how the universe came to exist in the first place.
There had to be like something at some point. Like we can't even grasp that, right?
Or is there some higher dimension on which thought and emotion exist? I don't know. Like, how do molecules have consciousness and feelings? The chain of events from a physics standpoint, from the beginning of the universe to now, are quite well understood. Like when I was kind of growing up, I did have this like existential crisis where I was like, what's the meaning of life? Is this all pointless? Is there any point in existing at all? And I read the various religious texts, and I read a bunch of the philosophers. I just couldn't really seem to find any good answers. For a lot of people, it may be uncomfortable because it's a
really deep too.
I think it is a rational and logical philosophy, but it is one that's basically saying, hey, we don't know what the answer is, but let's try to find out.
Do you feel like you know part of the answer?
Yeah, I think we as humans collectively know part of the answer, but only a small part at this point. If we can make civilization last for, I don't know, like 1 million years or something, we probably will know much more of the answer. And I date civilization from, like I said, the first writing. It was like 5,000 years ago, just practically no time at all. So if we were to last 1 million more years, then like we're barely at the beginning of civilization. Like if civilization does last 1 million years, we will be seen, they'll think of us as like ancient like cavemen type of thing,